Most important game of our season right here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Most important game of our season is right
Way to
here.
lock in, Husky. Way to lock in.
Most important game of our season is right here.
We can't settle offensively. We want to get to the rim and get logo twos and get rhythm threes. And then we got to be ready for whatever they do defensively. So 2-3 zone we went through, chasing and switching, and we'll see it all. Our mission begins with this first step. We need a championship effort. Let's
go! Y'all team open 1-2-3.
Welcome inside XL Center. The Musketeers and the Huskies coming in with identical 8-3 records. But things change here tonight because this is the Big East Conference, and UConn's the defending regular season champs and the tournament champs. Last year swept Xavier 3 times in games they played. So the Musketeers will certainly have revenge on their minds tonight.
You know, last year we had their number, we beat them 3 times in a row. 2 of those times it wasn't even close. They came into that game with the mentality of, you know, we have to get our get back.
Again, UConn without Samson Johnson in concussion protocol after the hit he took at the Garden as Terrace Reed gets his first start as a member of the UConn Huskies.
But he did start 31 games at Michigan last year. This is not new territory for him.
Samson is, in a lot of ways, our greatest warrior. How hard he plays, how much he cares about UConn, and how much he sacrifices and, you know, plays hurt, just gives such incredible efforts. He plays with a life or death, you know, desperation, and, you know, not having, you know, maybe your greatest warrior, you know, going into battle it's always a great challenge.
John Gaffney will toss it up and we'll get underway. Knight on the left wing attacks Diarra along the baseline, can't get a shot off, and Diarra blocks him. And now on a run out, Hassan, the driving Caravan, and he lays it in. Power move by Terrace, spin, left hand, make it in. Reed going to work. Outlet Diarra, fast break ball try to reverse it in, and he did. Solo ball and a quick timeout by Sean Miller. He didn't like the look of that at all.
It started pretty well for us. We started really good on the defensive end. We was able to get out in transition and get some easy baskets.
Now a steal by Conwell, and Conwell will run in and lay it up to tie the game. Alex tried to drive baseline, and now he lost it on a dribble. Foster drives to the basket, and he banks it in, and the Musketeers have the lead.
They like to push the ball really fast. They're excellent in transition. They have a lot of guys that can get out and be their own one-man fast break. They do a great job of that.
Ball, they're down to 10. A high screen by Singari. Ball's jumper is good. It's a 3.
Ends the 12-0 run. UConn's first points in 7 minutes.
On the outlet, here come the Musketeers. A drive to the basket, nowhere to go. They kick it back outside. Hunter will try a 3, and he hits. Xavier rallies from 20 to 10 down to take a lead into the locker room.
The Big East is super tough. These games are never going to be blowouts. And we understood that going into halftime, you know, we were down, but we understood the assignment and we had to get ourselves together.
Let's go. Second half team. Let's show. Team on good. 1-2-3.
All right, they inbound the ball to Reed. Reed powers inside, goes to the right hand, and drops it in. Tough shot. Diarra comes up with it. He lays it in. He knifed through everybody. High screen goes left and launches a 3 and hits. They kick it left, a long 3. Good, another one by Xavier.
I think three-point shooting is contagious, and right now they've really got it going with everybody hitting.
Yeah, 8 of 14 from 3 overall.
Hey, just keep making it tough on them. Don't overreact. Just keep getting great contests, right? Don't foul a three-point shooter because they're making hard-ass shots.
Sometimes you play teams that shoot way above what they've done, you know, coming in. I think they had an incredibly hot evening. You're kind of not necessarily praying, but hoping that they're going to cool down a little bit.
Diarra quickly to the front court, straight on the basket. Cuts to his left, gives to McNeely, who spins to his right. Tripped up, ball, fires a 3. In and out, and that's it. We go to overtime. McNeely in the corner, they get it down low to Reed, who spins in traffic and lays it in. UConn by 3, 83-80. And Conwell for 3, and they're an air ball.
Xavier 1 for 5 in overtime, and they've missed 2 threes after starting 12 of 19 in the game.
Reed put it up and in. What a catch, what a finish. The big man roaring. Timeout Xavier.
Yeah, Tavis just shows how good he really is. His talent is oozing. He's so strong and physical. He's a player that belongs in the Big East. In that game, he just showed his passionate, his poise, his physicality, his finishing ability. I think everything came together in that game for Tyrus.
He did extremely well. He's a great competitor, he's a great player, strong, athletic. I was expecting that from him.
Three-point attempt at the buzzer, no good. That ends it. McKnight tried it, he couldn't get it to go. What a game. UConn wins in overtime, 94-89. It took everything that every player had out there to get to this point.
First Big East dub. Overall, got to come in next time, go into Butler and get to come out with another dub.
Hey Liam, man, that's the Big East, right? I mean, that's the Big East right there, guys. That's what these games are going to be like. That's what they're like. So, buckle in for 19 more of those, right? Come on. That's right.
Yo, bleed blue on three. 1, 2, 3. Bleed blue.
You're listening to play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball, presented by KeyBank.
Welcome to Hinkle Fieldhouse, one of the iconic college sports complexes in the country, as UConn hits the road for their Big East road opener against the Butler Bulldogs.
Every Big East road game is extremely tough, just with every atmosphere has been amazing, and every team itself is great in its own right.
Big East road game is always a challenge. I think it's double the challenge. It's 2x, it's 5x what a normal team experiences, because we tend to bring out a lot of passion and emotion because of our championship pedigree. People want to beat us real bad. They let us know as we're entering the arena court and throughout the game.
Keys for UConn today. Number one, post defense. Samson Johnson returns from concussion protocol today. His presence will help Terrace Reed defend the paint.
Samson is a crucial part of this team. He brings so much on the defensive end. On the offensive end, he's so versatile, and he's an incredible lob threat. He just brings so much to the team, and having him back was super important.
UConn wins the tip. They'll move left to right. Neely holds, starts up the high screen of Samson. Johnson goes alley-oop to Johnson, who made the catch. Samson trying to put it in. A little jump hook goes in on the baseline from 5 feet away. Off to Pierre Brooks, and a steal by Diarra. Diarra goes into the basket, trying to bank it home. It's rebounded by Samson Johnson. Falls three, right wing no good. And Screen lost it. Johnson got it, and he put it in. Samson Johnson doing some dirty work. And William dribbles to the front court. He almost had Reed on a cut to the basket. Instead, it's Caravan. Step back, long three by Alex. He knocks it down. 14-2 UConn early.
Don't let them respond. Don't let them respond right now. Great start. Keep going.
We started talking about that we can't let them respond, but we did let them respond.
From 12 feet away, banked it home. What is he playing? Horse? And Neely into the paint. Puts it up, and he got blocked. Reed trying to save it, and he does. And the crowd goes crazy. Here comes Brooks. Telford tries to blow down the right side of the lane, and he banks it home. Far corner, Telford for three, and he drills it. So now it's a three-point game.
Obviously, they made a comeback. They strung together some stops and got some scores.
This jack blows by Diarra into the paint. Blocked by Diarra. Diarra, top of the arc, steps into a three, and Haas hits it. Oh, that was a big one. He gives to Caravan. Caravan puts it up, and he's fouled. Solo running. It's 3-on-1. They get it back to Solo, and he lays it in. The Huskies running and gunning, and they've opened up a 51-37 lead. Here come the Bulldogs. McCaffrey fires a three, and McCaffrey's shot is good. Green powers his way in, and he lays it in. Jabs with his foot, tacks inside, and over Solo, he puts it in. Now we're tied at 63.
In the second half, it was pretty close all the way through. But we were able to stay consistent.
Haas with a couple fakes, drives to the basket, puts up a floater. Oh, he banked it home. Back to his right, they go to Caravan. Caravan's got to fire a three. Oh, he buried it. Big time. Special K. Mr. All-American when you need him most.
Assist number 7 for Hassan Diarra, who's been very good in the second half.
Telford quickly to the front court. He's going to launch a three over Caravan. No good. And Caravan got the rebound, too. That was a barn burner, and this is an old barn, and this crowd loved it. And we love Alex Caravan because he came up big when needed most.
Well, I think we've just been spoiled. The teams that we've had the last 2 years, we've put on a display of dominance that is rare, that's historical. So I think it's jarring for our fans and maybe even for us as coaches to be in these close games. For now, we're like most teams in college basketball. We're trying to fight, tooth and nail just to win hard-fought conference games and to put ourselves in the best position to compete for championships.
Out front, it comes to Isaiah Rivera. Now Blocker with a handoff to Rivera, who drives to the basket, nowhere to go. Looks to kick it outside. It's stolen by Diarra on an outlet. Samson Johnson lays it in. That was pretty. McNeely went down, though, and he's in some pain. Going to be helped up by his teammates. It was a collision there in the front court of DePaul, and McNeely is really grimacing. And he's putting very little pressure on his ankle as he walks toward the UConn bench. It looks like they're going to bring him to the locker room right now.
This team needs him back healthy as quickly as possible. He's one of our most clutch players. He plays with swagger and confidence. He's one of our best rebounders, and he's become one of our best defensive players on the perimeter at 6'7". There's very few freshmen in the country that have as much responsibility on his shoulders as Liam McNeely has at UConn. So his absence has not been fun.
Seeing Liam get hurt against DePaul, it sucks. I mean, he's such a key piece for us offensively and defensively, and just the swagger that he plays with and just how much confidence he gives everybody on the court when he plays. So it sucks that he's out, but at the same time, it's always next man up, and we got to find a way to replace his production offensively and defensively with everybody stepping up.
Welcome to Gamble Pavilion, Storrs, Connecticut. It's UConn and Providence, two rivals just 50 miles down the road from each other as they take each other on in a Big East contest here this Sunday afternoon. Here is Diarra. Tries to attack the rim, lost the ball, puts it up at the buzzer, no good, and that ends the first half. UConn's got to regroup in a big way. They trail 39-27, a 9-0 run by the Friars to end the first half.
Yeah, I mean, Coach came in there and lit a fire in us. He told us we got to pick our urgency up, pick our intensity up. Right now we're in a tough position, but we can overcome it, possession by possession, war by war.
The clock is ticking, time's running out. I feel it shaking, can you feel the trembling?
Left to Bensley Joseph. The ball stolen by Diarra on a run out. Hassan, stop and go, puts it up and missed the shot. Rebound by Caravan, goes in. And UConn gets to single figures. Got to start somewhere, and here we are.
Bang, bang, boom.
Diarra up the high screen of Samson Johnson all the way to the basket. He puts it up and in. Garrig with a little jump hook, and he got it. Step back three by Haas. Got it. Mahaney crossover into the paint, wants to go to the left hand, puts it up and in. Oh, what a move! Aiden Mahaney scooped it in left-handed, and now we've got a timeout. UConn within 2.
The key for Aiden is just that consistency, where every single game he gives us 18, 20 plus minutes off the bench. His defense has improved a lot.
Works on Mahaney, and he runs over him, and that's an offensive foul. Mahaney did a nice job of establishing position.
It's amazing seeing the type of game that Aiden had against Providence. I mean, he's such a great player, and what he's done in his college career so far, it's not really a surprise to us. And for him to do it at the moment when we really needed him to do it, it was unbelievable, and he'll only continue to go higher from here.
If this team's going to reach its fullest potential, Aiden Mahaney's going to have his fingerprints all over it as a guy that consistently gives us a lift off the bench with his scoring, his playmaking, and an improved defense.
Bang, bang, boom.
87-84 as UConn survives down big at halftime. They end up winning the game by 3 against their arch rivals, the Providence Friars.
Villanova is up next, and a surging Villanova team that you've got Eric Dixon, who's the best offensive player in the country in college basketball, the toughest matchup in college basketball. That's just a total matchup nightmare. Dug a hole for ourselves, got off to a slow start.
Back, top of the arc. Now ball, the cutter, dives inside, got his shot blocked. Back the other way, Perkins. Down the lane, he gives it up for a layup. Chris Parker's 2 gives Villanova a lead, 25-23. And now Dixon, nowhere to go. Kicks it across court. Longino for a high arcing three, and he knocks it down. UConn's deficit, the biggest of the game, 35-25.
But we're able to really show our character and will and put ourselves in a great position to have, multiple chances down the stretch.
Tries to power in on Stewart. Can't get a shot off, and now he puts a fadeaway, and Stewart blocked him again. Back to Caravan for three, and Alex launches it and knocks it down. And UConn back within 7, top of the three-point arc. Jumper by Haas, good. 2 threes in a row, and UConn's within 4, 46-42. Long three by Solo. Oh, he buried it! A long-range bomb by Ball. That was slick, and UConn within 1. They work to the front court. They get it to Ball for 3. And Solo! How sweet it is! He drills the 3. UConn leads 57-54.
It hurt because, we had him. We feel like we had him, and, really some of the things you could think about are, what if I block out? What if I had this rebound? What if I played better defense? What if I was more physical? Those are the things that you think about when you lose a game like that. It was a really tough loss for us, but it's also a learning experience and a growing experience for us.
And Villanova wins it 68-66. Great game, but the bad guys won. Tonight, UConn's 8-game winning streak comes to an end.
You don't heal from a game like that until you win the next game. You have to have the right mindset of, a revenge mentality. The feeling of losing irks everyone's soul in this program. And I would say the only way to repair that is to get a win.
After a tough loss against Villanova, we knew we needed to respond, and it's never easy to win on the road, so we knew that we had to do everything possible against a much better Georgetown team. And the way that we responded was incredible, and just making sure that we don't pile up or feel bad about a tough loss.
For us to go and win against another surging team, Georgetown is on quite a roll. We finally saw, I think, championship level defensive effort on the road, where we showed up at that end of the court.
And they almost turn it over, and they do. And it's Diarra on a run out, and Diarra will lay it in.
And now Georgetown teetering, even with all this time. Composure lost. Samson Johnson, another timeout. And the Husky faithful being heard from.
So UConn gets a big lead against Georgetown. In the second half, they hang on, they win it. The final is 68-60. The Huskies snap out of it after a loss to Villanova on the road. They get win number 13.
And now we get a chance to play some home games. We've played 4 of the first 6 conference games on the road. And now we get a chance to play in the comfortable confines of Gamble and the XL Center in front of the best fans in the country.
Big East basketball, any team could beat anybody. You can't be fat rats. You have to move on to the next game.
The vibes on this team are incredible. Everybody's happy and everyone's just excited, especially when you win on the road in Big East.
Winning is all we want to do in this program. Is all we talk about. It's cool, man. It's a good feeling. We understand, we have to go to our next game mentality, but getting a win, living in the moment is important for us.
Living our best life, doing it right. Sipping on sunshine, taking our time. Living our best life, enjoying the ride. No better feeling than feeling alive. Living our best life.
Keelan Stewart's manimal. How about that? Man puts it up and in. A fadeaway 12